Hey everybody, this is Ben with EmpireCV.tv. I'm sure you were admiring the awesome shirt that was given to me by Art of Toys, 1126 18th Street, Sacramento, California. You should check them out. Great place. So on to the stuff that we have going on. The first thing we've got is, I thought we'd showcase some toys because we haven't done much of that lately. And these are beautiful toys with a ton of articulation, very high detail, and they're all based on the characters that you see in the Arkham City game. So most of you have played Batman, Arkham Asylum, Batman, Arkham City, and they've got a line of toys like this that you can get, and they've also got a line of toys that are in the traditional action figure vein, and they're a little cheaper, but not nearly as nice. We got Catwoman and Batman this week. If you can see behind me, I didn't bring it over here because it was going to get in my way. We've also got the Enterprise D, All Good Things edition, which is just a beautiful ship. And there's also some new Street Fighter figures that are coming out. So lots of stuff. Trades, it's a huge week. There's a lot of independents. Marvel put out a ton, or DC put out a ton of stuff. Marvel's kind of light. But we have got Frank Cho's art book. This is really neat. A lot of people actually ask for this, and I have not seen these since I was a kid. But we got the Asterix Omnibuy, because there's 3 of them out tomorrow. All out at once. Good Viking, fun Viking humor. Most of you probably won't know what that is, but it's a classic cartoon strip, and it's really, really fun. I don't think it's racy or anything like that. Just your typical neat little ones. So we've also got, and this I talked about before, I'm really excited. There are a bunch of European things coming in. We've got Orbit, there's a couple different volumes of that. We've also got the Chimpanzee Complex. So these are out. There's also a few others that I've got on the shelf if you're interested in European books, which can have a completely different feel. So if you haven't read them, you're not familiar with them, you want something different than your typical, let me know when you come in the shop because I can point you in the direction of these and some other really good books like these. All right, I've seen more movies over the last year than I've probably seen in the last 5 years. And I don't think I'm going to bother going to see another one until this one comes out. You know, popcorn used to be a lot of fun. I used to love it. I'd get the giant tub of popcorn. It's gone like 20 minutes into the movie, but it used to be satisfying. And now I've seen so many movies recently that I don't even want that popcorn. So I'm going to start sneaking candy and sodas in Jen's purse because it's ridiculous. We went to see The Hobbit and it was like $50 for 2 people. I was like, good God, how do people do that with families? Let's stay on point. The topic here is comic books, and we're going to talk about Star Trek. It's coming out in May. I know you guys are excited. I was a naysayer when the first movie came out. Didn't look like Star Trek, and when I went to see it, honestly, it didn't feel like Star Trek aside from the names of the ships, the places, the people. But they turned it up a notch. They turned it into a movie that really held everybody's attention. I loved it. I thought everybody did a great job. Before the other movie, they did something called Countdown, and it was a book that led into the movie and actually explained a lot of things that after you've watched it, you wonder, how did this happen? Where did Nero get that ship? It's all in the comic books. They're doing the same thing here. It's going to be a miniseries that builds up to the movie. It's only a short time after the last movie in this one. They reference a couple adventures. They show you that Spock and Kirk are just getting to know each other, starting to have a little bit of the playful banter we saw back in the day in the old TV show. But if you're at all interested in the movie, I really recommend this because you're going to be missing pieces of the movie if you don't have that, if it's anything like the last one. We've also got EXO. I've been really enjoying the Valiant stuff. There's all, JLA. We have part 3 of the Throne of Atlantis. Somebody's manipulating things. A surface vessel shoots missiles into Atlantis. The Atlanteans, of course, attack. They retaliate. They sink cities across the world. They're bringing an army to America. Of course, the Justice League's there to stop them. Arthur's stuck in the middle. His brother's leading the attack. His friends on the Justice League are trying to stop it. His brother's already escalated things past the point of no return because he's killed a ton of American citizens, but Arthur still stands in the middle. So this is part 3. Part 1 and 2 are in Aquaman and Justice League. It's going to be contained in those, so you can just get those 2 books and have the whole story. Now what DC's doing is they haven't done any giant overarching events of everything yet. Everything seems to be contained within their individual titles. So whereas these have their own big event, Green Lantern is still doing Third Army, and this week we have 3 books out. So that continues. Superboy, Supergirl, and Superman have Hell on Earth. 2 books of that out this week. And we've got the final Minutemen. If you guys are reading this, I can't really say what they were insinuating at the end of the last issue. But if you guys are reading it, this should clear everything up. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how they end that one. All right, this one I couldn't wait to read. I love X-Force. I thought the last run was great. Want to see where they're going to go without Remender, who is, of course, the key. He can switch up the teams, but without him leading it, let's see what happens. But there was an X-Force before him. There's going to be an X-Force after him. This one has a great lineup. You've got Phantom X, Mohawk Storm, Bishop, who is essentially at this point a villain. You've got Spiral, who is 100% villain from the Mojoverse, Betsy, and Puck. What's interesting, too, is these two have a history, and not a nice one, because she's the one who was involved quite extensively back when Betsy wasn't the ninja that she is now. When she was wearing the metal armor, she was also heavily involved with her and her brother. She actually is the one who replaced her eyes with cybernetic eyes that Mojo could then stream the X-Men Adventures. So there's some bad blood there. Psylocke was also dating the male Phantom X. There's 3 Phantom X's now. He's been resurrected and brought into his 3 core personas. One of them's bad. The other 2, we find out, are together doing adventures. But there's a little twist here with this that was really interesting. So I enjoyed it. I want to see where it goes. Excuse me. This one I got to keep plugging because not enough people are reading it. It is a lot of fun. The first issue was okay. The second issue blew me away. It was really well done. Just the interaction, just the way Allred draws things, the little things that he doesn't have to say because his characters are doing it. He really has a feel for the page. And so 3 I'm really, really excited for. Oh, it also feels like Fraction is on here, but I think Fraction just scripts it. I honestly think Allred draws it, does everything, and then Fraction puts words to an Allred story, because that's what it feels like. Young Avengers #1, a lot of you guys have been really excited about this. It's coming out tomorrow. We got some Cassidy goodness over here. Speaking of Remender, Avengers continues with the black Iron Man suit. I think that's about it. We got a ton of trades in this week, a bunch of Dredd stuff. Walking Dead, we got everything you can imagine Walking Dead. Some new Batman, some independent stuff, more sagas. So if you guys are looking for anything, let me know. And if you're ever looking for anything that you don't see in here, holler at me. I might have it in the back. I might have it somewhere you're not expecting, or I can always order it for you. Thank you very much, you guys. We have our 10-year anniversary coming up on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Email should be coming to you pretty quickly with all of the details on that. Rolly will be in this Saturday, and if you're not on the savings program, you need to sign up. Let us know what books you get. You can come in, pick them up whenever you feel like it, and we're giving out specials to our Savings Club members every month in a special email. We also have this Saturday, the 25th. Not only will Rolly be here, but it is Rosebud 12's new release party for Tomas Overbai. You guys know him from the Kickstarter he's been doing recently. You've seen him at SatCon. Ichido, he's a beautiful artist. He did a lone wolf and cub piece. There's only going to be 50 available, hand screen printed. They're $20 at the show. They go up to 40 after that. So make sure you're here on the 25th, this Saturday at 7 p.m. I hope it is the 25th. Either way, it's this Saturday. I'm going to say it again, Saturday, 7 to 9. Lone wolf and cub piece. Hope to see y'all there.